probably was a time about 10 or 11 years ago. If someone had told me that they had a toy or a doll or some sort of artifact or antique that was possessed by a demon, I would have probably told them, "Behind thee, Satan, burn it, bury it, douse it in holy water, lock it away, and get thee away from you." But now that I'm a little bit more open-minded and I do not allow fear to overcome me and overwhelm me and control my life as I have. I used to be afraid of a lot of things. Now I choose to face my fears. Do I challenge demons? No. Do I talk with them? Yes. Am I necessarily friends with them? No, not always. But I'm going to tell you something. If any of you are going to come in here and be like, okay, well, that's a demon, and it's gonna deceive you, and it's gonna lie, and it's gonna do this, I'm gonna say any spirit, even if it's benevolent and angelic and holy and comes straight from God, they are going to lie to you. And let me explain. You know how they say that God, his ways are not our ways? That is the same way with the spirits. Spirits, their ways are not our ways. They live in another plane of existence, another dimension. They are beyond our comprehension. They are deeply emotional beings. And sometimes they will come to you in a way that you can relate with. They will mimic, they will transform, because quite possibly they are just, they are pure energy. And to be in their true and natural form may be too overwhelming for you. And for them to explain exactly who they are, what their name is, and all of that may just be too much for us to believe. We may think that that's just crazy. We might not be able to even process that information that they're giving us. So sometimes they will tell us a different story. A story they know is going to strike a chord with us. The story that is probably going to help connect us with them. And you might ask them, why didn't you tell me that before? What they're going to say is, you didn't ask. So if you're getting information that's contradictory, you may want to look at how you, process the information. It's quite possible that you misinterpreted it. You didn't ask the specific questions, but the main thing is their reasoning and logic is not like ours. When someone keeps something from us or tells a different story that's not our own, we see that as deceptive. We see that as lying. To them, they see that as protecting you or protecting themselves, or they may have a reason that they are not ready to tell us yet. And, if you're a believer in God and you believe that speaking or seeing God may be too much for us, it may be the same with spirits. So do not assume that because a spirit is a demon that they are going to lie to you, because I'm going to say any spirit can lie to you at any time. Because if you, keep things out or keep information out, in our society, in our morality, and our logic, and our reasoning, that's lying. But in their perspective, it is not. And we cannot measure our own logic and reasoning to theirs, because they are not us. They are not human. Some of them have never been human. And it is very presumptuous and narrow-minded to think that just because a spirit is on the demonic spectrum, that they're just going to outright lie. Because I can tell you from my experiences, most of them just come up and say it. They don't want to have to beat around the bush and deceive you, because it takes energy and it takes more time, actually. So they're just going to say, you know what, I'm a demon. That's it. Now, are all demons like that? No. And I'm going to say this, every spirit is unique. whether it's demonic, angelic, benevolent, malevolent, whatever. They're all unique, and they all have unique agendas. They have unique missions. They have unique abilities. They have a very unique personality. And to kind of just generalize demons like that is kind of like if somebody were to generalize you. Like, you know, let's look at your appearance, for instance. Because of the way you look, you're going to do, someone could say, well, you must do certain things, or you must like certain things. When really, we are very complex. Just because we do one thing does not mean we do another. So, really, the argument of demons can lie, well, anybody, any of those spirits can lie to you. And it's best not to take it personally, because it's either, it's because that's what they chose to do. It could be a selfish reason. It could be a very selfless reason. Whatever the case, do not underestimate spirits, and do not put them in a generalization bucket and expect that to hold out when you are actually encountering spirits, because spirits will surprise you. And if you come with them with that ignorance and that kind of attitude, that is going to be seen as either a weakness, or it's going to be seen as a blockage. Otherwise, a spirit may not come to you if you have that kind of mindset. So, yeah, keep that in mind. All right, you all have a beautiful, blessed day.